Yeah, because YouTube goes live as well, so we usually get a couple people in there. Oh, something just that was weird. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's go. Oh yeah, cool. There it is. Sweet.
Okay, we're just getting some streams set up and allowing some more people to kind of funnel in here.
Looking good. All right, who's been funneling in here? Sage. It's so hard to pronounce people's Discord names, so.
Lalikt.
Long J. So it doesn't load. Training error. You mean in RunDiffusion? Oh, you're Laura. I've ran into that problem a few times. It's really weird right now. Some platforms will create LoRa's that don't even work in their own platform. We are. I probably shouldn't say too much because.
Yeah, we have some exciting training.
Yeah.
Exciting training things coming. But I will say for now, you want to make sure it goes through the full training. There's also like getting it to load. It can be just a tricky thing if you're training it on the base model and the training steps aren't having an effect, your learning rate's too low, your learning rate's too high, it might not look like much difference on your model. So that's something where the XYZ script can really help differentiate, because if you're training a LoRa, you can make a lot of different versions and then you can see how it's taking effect. So there's a few techniques. I know there's that crazy long 3-hour LoRa Dream Booth video that we have, which covers a lot. And I really want to get something that's just a little bit more concise and put in the docs so you can have like a step-by-step for style and for character. But yeah, if you're seeing any errors, you probably burnt the model. And what I've noticed with Dream Booth is if you get an error like batch, let's say for example you get an error that's like batch size too big or batch size, unable to make a batch size, that error will kill the model, and then you'll have to start a new model, create a new model from scratch. We've just seen with batch size, always put it on 1, gradient accumulation always on 1. For now, those are training the best and you don't run into any errors. It takes a little longer, but I will also tell you from experience, when you put the batch size at 1, you make the most of your data set, because anything higher than that will just like smash the images together, which is kind of cool, but you need it's best for really, really big data sets. So if you're training at under
like
100,
style,
100,
right?
1,000, even then, yeah, it's just like multiple images get squished into one. It's the weirdest looking thing. When you start seeing previews and you overtrain on a high batch size, you'll start to see like amalgams of your training data, but then those amalgams will like freeze in the model, and you'll see this like combination of 3 of your training set images get overtrained and like start reproducing itself. So
interesting.
Yeah, so it was one of those things I ran into early on with Dream Booth, and I was just like, oh, this is interesting. So I realized batch size 1 actually makes the most of all of your training images. So
that's kind of what I've noticed. There's, the batch size. There was this kick a while ago where people were trying to train really high batch sizes, and some people were getting some good results, but
you need a big data set.
Yeah, I was going to say you needed like a big data set. And is what they said that it does, as long as you have enough photos of yourself, like if you're going for a facial model, if you have enough photos of yourself, like 50 or 100, and they're all really good and very different, lots of variation, and then you have a big data set of actual, what are they called? Like additional training data that's not you. your class images. That's the term I'm looking for. And then you have a high batch size, and then you go for like a low learning rate, and then you go for 10,000 steps, and they were able to get really, really, really good variation of your face. Because lower steps, lower batch, it means that your face is going to come through, it's going to shine, but it's also going to be very like rigid. But if you do it the way I just explained, then sometimes you can get your face, but also very robust in a lot of different scenes. And, you become part of the model, and it's just debated. I mean, no one really knows exactly how to do this like perfectly. There's kind of like, what is your end goal? And then pick the workflow that people have been figuring out to get to that end goal. And it's going to take some pioneering, and that's why we're here. Everybody who's here in this Discord, what are we up to right now? Yeah, you got 9 people. So it's insane how we don't have 900 people here. What we're all learning is like we're the top 1% of 1% of like 1% here. What I mean by that is everyone's just jumping into Midjourney and just typing garbage in, and they're getting good stuff. But if you want to try and learn how to actually control what you're getting out of this and inject real life products, images, people's faces, this is where you need to be. You can't do that on Midjourney. You can't do that on some of these other platforms. You need the raw tools. And so I commend everybody for being here, right? Long JK agrees. If you're the amount of people that don't know how to do this is staggering. And the amount of people that say they know how to do this, but they really don't, is eye-opening.
Yeah,
So,
I do want to show like something. You mentioned like a lot on the training steps and so on, but we actually got some really good results the other day. And there's a few things that are key to this. I want to show you some examples. So I'm going to put my face on there. I don't mind. I'm not putting the camera right now because believe me, it was a late night last night. You don't want to see that. But look on my screen. I want to see, first of all, notice there's something new there. So we'll talk about that shortly. But take a look at these training examples I got the other day. So this is my face. I posted this on Facebook. I got like 3 times as many likes as I would get normally. All these people commenting, being like fire emojis and all this stuff. Only one person mentioned.
Blow up that first one that you posted on Facebook. Like make it big so we can see it.
Oh, I don't want to. I just want to show this. But like, this is a Midjourney image. And I'll show some of the other ones here too.
Yeah, you were going to say one person and then I cut you off. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries. So only one person said it was AI, or like asked if it was AI, and they were people who I had shown the RunDiffusion platform. So no one was able to guess this. My own mother, happy Mother's Day, everyone, by the way. My own mother did not realize. She was like, that's such a great photo of you. So here's another one.
Well, I don't think we can see what you're seeing.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, all I can see
we just see your selfies directly.
Oh shoot! Hold on, it's on the live stream. It's not on the Discord. Hold on one second.
Okay.
You should be able to
yeah. You're showing.
No, you just have to click watch
version
stream
on the live stream, but
yeah, just on the on Discord, everyone can see it, right?
No, we just see your selfies directory.
Oh, you're right. Hold on. Why is that?
Technical difficulties.
Should be showing this. Hold on.
Sage, let me answer your question. Yeah, go ahead and figure that out, Revolve. So you're saying you wish you could run Diffusion even with tutorials, and I think it's either the missteps in installing, but my laptop 1060 isn't cutting it. It sounds like you might be new, maybe you're not. How RunDiffusion started was we all started getting involved into learning this technology clear back in August, September of last year. And, we're on just like MacBooks and, 10-year-old MacBooks and 5-year-old PCs. We weren't really able to get the cool stuff out of, what we wanted to get out of it. So we started researching ways to deploy this in the cloud. 6 months later, we have a platform where you can do exactly that. Now, it doesn't mean that we can replace people with a 1060, but you can jump into RunDiffusion for 50 cents for an entire hour. You can get a really good workflow down, copy all your settings, and then jump over to your 1060 laptop and like send it and go to bed. And then you'll wake up, you maybe have 15 images, but all those images are going to look good because you kind of refined your process in an environment that allows you to, readily and rapidly adjust things. So yeah, RunDiffusion works great with people who already have computers at home. I mean, we've all got some rigs that we can use. We sometimes run two at the same time, which is really fun. So yeah, Sage, I hope you're finding some success in our platform. Welcome. We're glad to have you.
Yeah.
All right, Ed. Yeah, show us what you got.
Oh yeah, I'll just go through these and then we can kick off things and get started. Here's me in front of a Learjet. So these are generated in Midjourney, in painted in RunDiffusion. And the in painting, when you use your own model as the in paint, this is a face model trained on realistic vision. So that's kind of the secret sauce for a lot of people, is to train on realistic vision, because it's already so fine-tuned to make like photographic people that it will bring out things a little bit better. Here's me in Monaco, enjoying some drinks in front of the beautiful ocean there. And
your mom, when did you go there?
Yeah, right. Here's me on I was saying this looked like this is supposed to be a 90s yacht, but I got told it looks like an airship.
Oh yeah, I guess it could be. Huh?
Yeah.
There you are,
And what's
Final
funny is it
Fantasy.
captures my hair pretty well there. Like the model looks good.
Now, why is this interesting? I mean, some people go, okay, cool, you put your face in here. I mean, can't I do that? And what's interesting is we've discovered a technique, and I mean, we're still refining it, and we don't really want to like tell everything about it yet because we're still working on it. But we've discovered a technique that allows you to put yourself into an image, but have some world around you, have something going on, like really immerse yourself into some exciting environments. Now it's already existing, these magic avatars with these other companies where you put your face in and it diffuses you as an oil painting, or it makes you a cartoon. That's actually kind of easy to do, because when you upload your face as a selfie, you're going to get a selfie back. But what we've discovered is a way to, because if you were to try and take your selfie and diffuse something that looks like this, where you're 6 to 12 feet away, your face is going to come out looking junk, because the model doesn't have a picture of your face from 6 feet away. So unless you want to train a model specifically on you at 6 feet, you're not going to get results this good. We've shown this to some thought leaders in the industry. They're fired up. They're really excited. We're even trying to work on a way to automate this and make it really exciting. But again, this is just about a week's worth of discovery. So we're happy to, show some of this when we have it all refined. But I don't know if people are really grasping how insanely, groundbreaking this is. And you guys, this is what Revolved looks like. Like he said, his friends and family thought it was real, and that's insane. That's really,
especially
really cool.
This one. Yeah, the car looks great. I mean, that's Midjourney's got some advantages. We're not trying to compete with Midjourney. We are not a Midjourney. Like we do our own thing. We give you like an unprecedented level of control, so you can like do things like this. Put your face in, train a model on your face, and do some other really cool things. So how about let's dive in. We kick things off. Does one of you guys want to share your screen? How do you want to?
Let me see if I can have. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, I will take my screen down here. You'll need to share it in 2 places.
Well, all I really, let's pause. I'll just show your. Oh, you had your screen. If everybody wants to just go to RunDiffusion.com and log into the app, you'll see a new pre-configured session. Go ahead, everyone, start doing that, and then Revolved. How do I share my screen? Do I need to put it into
StreamYard? Yep.
Okay.
Put present on the bottom there. And
present, got it. And I want share screen, got it. Oh, it wants 2 monitors. Yep, don't have 2 monitors.
That's fine.
Yeah, it'll probably be this one. Perfect. Okay. You should see my screen now.
It's going to show some secret stuff, but yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Well, do you want me to?
You can see what yeah, go ahead and why don't you do it?
Okay,
Yeah,
it's
why
live on
don't
the
you do
screen
it?
now. I'll do it. I'll do it
Yeah.
here. One second.
We got some secret boxes we're working on.
Yeah. No one saw that. It's gonna be edited out of the live stream.
It's all right.
Okay.
What's
Okay.
We're
Ken's
all just
custom instance?
yeah, good call.
Um,
All right, while we're getting
add
that
to
going, you guys,
stream.
we've got the ability now to launch pre-release, I guess, software. And what that means is we can roll out an image, roll out an update, and let people start playing around with some things. So that's what we have here. Down in the bottom there, you have pre-release Auto 1111 with ControlNet. So this is everything updated to the latest. We did have to remove Dream Booth. Dream Booth is having some issues with Torch 2.0. Torch 2.0 is really amazing because it gives you about a 20% boost in inference speed, which is huge. I mean, you guys are going to see how fast we can generate stuff now, and then yeah. So you guys can jump into this without, having to. You can switch tracks. I guess you can have like a canary track. We can have a stable build. So that's what the purpose of this is.
And I will say one thing, which is, Dream Booth itself, like all these extensions, all these things have to be sort of tamed to be on our platform, right? Because they're all meant to be run locally. And so we have to do a lot of work on the back end to map things to the cloud directories, load it up in Linux. There's a lot that goes on to making these cloud ready, browser ready. And sometimes they just don't work. The Dream Booth thing, it's working fine for everyone, but on our side, it's like there's a few things that we're just ironing out. We're talking directly with the devs though, so we're really lucky. I think we're in an interesting place in the industry right now where it's like the early internet. Like everyone just wants to collaborate, everyone wants to chat, everyone wants to just give people the best experience. So it's amazing to be able to just be like, oh, let's just go talk to the Dream Booth dev and get answers on this bug. And it's like, boom, done. The forum dev, it's incredible that we're so lucky to be in this place where we can talk to these people.
And it's really because of your support. It's because of our community size. And on that note about growth, we are growing, which is excellent. I mean, you can see we're making tons of updates to the platform every week. We are growing. I wanted to kind of formally announce our first big person coming on board. So Diffuse Chief, he's one of our founders. Are you sharing your screen there?
I'm turning on my video now.
Okay. So Diffuse Chief is one of our founders. We've all just kind of been working nights and weekends. Diffuse Chief was able to quit his full-time job, and he is full-time at RunDiffusion right now, which is amazing. This is a huge step for our company. Huge, there he is. Huge step for our company. Massive. Just congratulations to everybody who's helped us get here. A big thank you, a big shout out to every single Creators Club subscription. Now, Diffuse Chief, if you want to, are we saying your real name? Did you want to have your full name out there?
My name's Tyler Anderson, and I was doing another startup for quite a while. So I've been doing the startup thing for about 6 years, and excited because this thing's taken off, and we couldn't say no to this opportunity. So we're rocking and rolling. It's exciting. We're hopefully going to be doing some stuff with our team plan soon. We're trying to get that released, and so more details to come. Little teaser there.
Yeah. I will say, Tyler's the one who's working on the UI, the design. So all this beautiful stuff you've seen about, the GameCube logo coming in here and different things. He's really done amazing work. And I'm so grateful, you're on the team, you're able to go full time because, that's what, when I first saw RunDiffusion, that's what really made us stand out. And then I think that the UI UX stuff is just fantastic. So
Wes gets credit for the GameCube logo, but all the other UI is me.
Yeah. Nice. This is great because I mean, stay subscribed. Don't go immediately cancel. We need you. We want to get more team members involved here. We had to offer him some some company status, and so yeah, stay subscribed. He doesn't have a very fair compensation, and we're working on that, but
I mean,
he's working.
we're bootstrapped, right? We're
Yeah,
not taking
exactly.
Silicon Valley money or anything.
exactly.
So, we've really been just like pure grit to get the platform where it
Exactly.
is today.
Yeah.
So, and those Creators Club subscriptions help with that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's really why we're able to do this. The actual inference itself, like, I mean, a lot of our costs go straight to the providers of the servers and everything like that. So, that's just the reality of the business we're in. Everyone wants GPUs right now. Like, everyone wants to
Yes,
get
they
in on the
do.
AI stuff. So it's
Yep.
a wild time.
Yeah, and we're
Yeah.
actually going to be looking for some, if you guys want to help create content for RunDiffusion, we're looking for maybe some help, maybe in the Discord, some content creators. We're going to add a little, jobs section or careers section. We can pay you in, inference or account balance, things like that. If you're a creator, you want to help, you see that there could be something you could help us with. Go ahead and reach out. We're willing to listen and try and figure out a way to, make that compensation fair for
Well,
you.
I was just gonna say that, like, I kind of wanted to come introduce myself, and then I'm gonna keep going and working on the team plan. But
Yeah, he's gonna bail out here.
um,
Are you okay to stay for 2 seconds and so we can announce the gift we're gonna give to everybody?
sure,
Yeah.
let's do it.
So everyone who's in attendance right now, go ahead and send an email to admin@RunDiffusion.
You typing it?
Oh, okay, you typing it?
No, you got it. You got it.
admin@rundiffusion.com. And we're going to hook everybody up with 3 hours of a medium server to have a little jam session with us here today. So you're all going to get 3 hours worth of free server time. So you can spin up with us right now. Mr. Tyler here has to bail. I unfortunately have something going on here in about 30 minutes, so I have to run away. And then
I
we're
can
gonna.
help get the balances loaded.
You can
up,
help
though.
you with the balances loaded? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So send an email right now, admin@RunDiffusion. It's only going to be for people who hear this right now. It's not like if you send this email tomorrow, we're just going to say, sorry, you missed it.
Yeah, if this video goes out, it doesn't count anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. So we're
I'll
going to hook
edit
you
it
guys
out.
up. And then everybody boot a medium server. And I want to see 12 servers spin up here in our back end. That'll be kind of fun to see. And then just leave them up. Leave them up so everybody's on the same page. Everybody's running the same version. Yeah, all that jazz. So okay, let's get that going. Send those emails. Tyler's going to work on adding that inference, and we're going to show you some ControlNet. We just got this rolled out this morning. I woke up super early to try and get this going. So you guys are going to help us test this as well. So what do I say in email? Just say in your email, just say, give me balance. We'll just make sure that the email is the email that you use inside.
It has to be you have to if
or
you're
get it to
emailing
us.
us from a different email, you have to tell us your RunDiffusion email.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, we'll assume the email you sent it from is your RunDiffusion email.
Right, exactly. So just say, give me balance, and we'll get those added for you. So, Ed, what can you tell us about ControlNet 1.1? I mean, why and why did it take us so long to get out? Everybody, like I know that it's been 23 days. It's been 23 days, and everyone's like, "Where's ControlNet? Where's ControlNet?" Guys, it's been 23 days.
It's so funny. It's so funny because like the whole space moves so quick, right? You're like a week and it feels like a year in like AI releases. ControlNet has been out for a little while. Like I said, there is some mapping stuff, but the main thing that stopped us from launching it was that automatic 11.11 updated, and he hadn't updated it in about a month, and it was a big update. It was like, oh, wait, we got no sound here, Pixel, on
says,
YouTube
no
or
sound.
something.
Hold up. Can everybody hear us? Go ahead.
On Discord, it's fine. I think it's probably just StreamYard, maybe.
Yeah.
Not on mute.
I think we're.
Oh no, he's.
Is it just him?
I don't know. Can you confirm, Pixel? No, he's all is okay. Yeah, okay. If you can check,
cool.
All good now. Okay, so it's Pixel then. We're
Yeah,
Padawan,
Pixel.
Padawan.
That
All
was a
right, all
meme. You can't. Yeah, that's crying wolf, man.
all right.
That's
So where
funny.
was I? I was saying with ControlNet, automatic 11.11 updated, and it was a huge update. Now, with this update came a fundamental shift to how automatic generates images. So before, we were using something known as Xformers, which was right down here on the bottom. You'll notice on the new server, Xformers is NA. So at the moment, we don't have Xformers loaded. Xformers was great when it came out because it allowed things to go just so much faster. It was what enabled community hardware back in the day. So when people wanted to run it on their local GPUs, at first they couldn't run much. Maybe only the 3090s, the 24 gigs could run stuff. But through Xformers, it allowed like lower and lower VRAM GPUs to load up. But it came with some problems. So Xformers, if you loaded the same seed of an image, it would, instead of creating the same image, it would suddenly have a difference. So it was what we call non-deterministic, which meant every time you ran the seed, it would be slightly different despite having the same settings. So this is why when you load up Civitai and you would, go and try it out to generate the same as in Civitai or whatever, it wouldn't look the same. And in the new one, they switched to Torch 2. So I know this is some technical jargon. Torch 2 is a big update as well. It's a whole new version. We were using like version 1 before, 1 point whatever. And this new version is a massive shift. So in the new automatic 11.11, it's like a big fundamental under change. And in that, it's like, as well, the shift means that everything's faster. So generating is like 20% faster. Every generation activity, deforum, everything is going to be faster, which is fantastic. It is also now deterministic. So if you create something and you generate the same seed, it will look the same. So we don't have that non-determinism underneath everything. So it's a big shift. And unfortunately, it meant on our side, we had a lot more work to do in making sure that our server images were like kind of matching this new version. And we had a lot of testing to do. And we wanted to get the Dream Booth and deforum kind of fixed. I will say deforum and Dream Booth are not quite there. So in deforum, you'll notice the control net is not working yet still. And that's something we're actively working with the deforum devs. But it's sort of like a game of tag where we're like, here you go, and then they're busy doing something, and then they're like, here you go. So it's taken a little bit of time to get deforum and Dream Booth where we'd like them, but just know that we are working with the devs and doing our best to get those live for you guys and gals and everyone in between. So yeah, this is what's new. Over here, got ControlNet. You'll notice it has this version now, 1.1.15. And in here, there's a long list of preprocessors. And now there's a new list of models. So you'll see we've got 11E on everything, or 11P. These are the different versions of the models. And we've got some exciting ones. So just going through, you're probably familiar with the instruct pick to pick. So now there's a ControlNet instruct pick to pick. Shuffle is super fun. So I'll just show shuffle super quick. But think of this as like a great way to, oh, I didn't mean to change models here. Think of this as a great way to quickly remix a photo.
Keeping, what do you, so you
Keeping
say
the colors, like
keeping the colors.
and I have to show an example. So I'm just going to go through them really quick, and then we can like do some more with them. Tile is an amazing upscaler. It's sort of like ultimate upscale.
That's what you see a lot on Reddit. A lot of Reddit posts
Tile,
are
yeah.
working on that tile. I want to say that like we invented high res generations before before it was cool. Pixel Pirate has, if you haven't seen Pixel Pirate's work, go check out some stuff on Reddit, or I guess he has an Instagram that he threw up there. Yeah, throw up your Instagram, Pixel Pirate. And if any of you are creators and you've got an Instagram you want to let us know about, can you send us an email? We'd love to, see what you got, work with you. Pixel Pirate's kind of making a little name for himself, and we have no problem, getting him free followers and helping him with some server time. Like, if you guys have channels out there, or you want to create one, we'd love to help. So yeah, let us know. But anyway, go check out his stuff. He's got some really cool upscales. Now we're gonna unleash him on ControlNet 1.1, and it's just gonna be he's gonna have a heyday. So go ahead, Revolt, continue.
Yep. There's Tile. So I was talking about Tile. I actually had a really, really funny thing with Milan Knoll, like a YouTuber, where we did Tile on stream live, but I accidentally forgot to tell him to lower the denoising. So the denoising was really high, and he had left his old prompt in. So he had in-painted some cucumbers. And so when he went to tile the entire image, he got a cucumber girl. It was
we have to show him
on live stream.
I'm gonna
grab
it.
I'm
gonna
post the
put it in
video.
here.
It's so funny.
It's so wholesome and just.
I don't think it's live yet on his channel.
Oh, is it not?
We should wait.
He'll launch it.
Yeah. Depth and canny are the same. In paint is new. So in paint allows you to put some of the control netted image into things, which can be really useful. I haven't done too much with this one yet in painting wise, but I really want to do like the stuff I was showing earlier with my face model. I want to do that with in painting because I think it would be really great. Line art has a whole bunch of styles in it. They're all in the preprocessor here. You can see anime denoise, coarse, realistic, and standard. So this is sort of another version of head or canny, MLSD, normal, open pose, scribble. Those are all the same. I will say with open pose, however, there are some new things. So you'll see we also have, actually, I don't think, there it is. Media pipe face has been loaded as a new model on here.
I got to work on that. I don't know if I have the model in yet. Shoot. Anyway, yeah, that's why I'll make a list of all the stuff I need to get done.
Yeah, we wanted to get this out as soon as possible, which means it came out this morning.
And, media pipe's way cool. It's like a facial. Yeah. How do you explain that?
It's sort of like open pose face, but it's like got more depth and complexity to it.
Yeah.
What else do we got?
Segmentation. I love scribble.
Yeah. Soft favorite. Edge, line art, canny, color, depth. These are all the 2.1 models. There's also Zo depth for 2.1. So this is like a depth model that allows you to get like way bigger detail, way better detail when you do that. So
yeah, if you want to see some examples of all of this, you can jump over to ControlNet's GitHub. And I'm going to drop this in the chat right here. It's giving me the nightly build. It doesn't matter because the README file is the same. But here's their GitHub, and you can go through and start looking at some of these. Oh, hey, Tyler, mute yourself. We can look at some of these. Sorry, I got distracted. You can look at some of these examples that Revolved showed you. So click on that link and you can check it out.
I'm going to do a shoe model, I think.
Yeah, that's a good idea. If you guys are new, we're giving away 3 hours of medium server time right now for the next probably 15 minutes. You have to email us at admin@RunDiffusion. Make sure that we have your email address used inside the platform. So whether that's the email that you email us from or you tell us a new email, let us know that we're gonna add those balances for the next probably 15 minutes, and then we're closing the gate until next week. We're probably gonna do it every week, honestly, because we want you guys spinning stuff up, following along, playing along, and we have no problem bribing you to be an audience member for us.
Yeah, so let's look at some remixes of a shoe. Someone was asking about that the other day in the Discord, and so it'd be fun to try some different ones. So we can use, like, for example, the depth Zo preprocessor. This little button here is run preprocessor now. So watch for that explosion because it's going to be important. And it'll take a sec just to do that. In the meantime, What kind of shoes should we make? Should we make some interesting shoes here? What do you think?
Put your shoe that you're using into the chat so people can follow along, if you
Oh
don't
yeah,
mind.
good idea. Good
Yeah.
idea.
Because everyone's got servers up right now.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure that hopefully our capacity is not. Yeah, we're good. Definite spike, but spin up a server, everybody. You've got 3 hours that we're giving you. ControlNet is available inside of non-Creators Club users, so come hop in. There's your shoe. Let's figure out what are we gonna do with this shoe? How do we, what are we gonna do?
Glitch. Oh, there we go. Nope, levels
Level
got it.
double. Yeah, we got it. Steampunk bronze sneakers. Love it. Let's
I'm
do
gonna
it.
try to use an embedding in there as well. But
yeah.
blurry. Okay.
Do it vanilla so other people. Yeah. Don't use an embedding.
Oh,
so
fine.
Other people can.
I love my embeddings. They're so great. Okay. So we're gonna just resize. Keep it the same. And config
Make sure
same,
make sure to go slow. And
look at this preprocessor though.
Oh my goodness.
Yep. So this is depth
so
Zo.
Much better.
Yep.
Wow.
Boom. So it makes a really big difference. The Zo preprocessor.
That's incredible. Look, it's going to add a shadow. It's going to add like a shadow to it.
Yeah. So here's this new control mode. So is your prompt more important, meaning it'll get more creative along the lines of your prompt, or is your control net more important? We're just going to do balanced for now.
Smart. Yeah.
But know that you have that option. And especially when you're stacking multiple, it can be really useful. I think we can just give it a go. So let's try it out. See what we get. Might have to play with the denoising. Image to image is always like that. Ambient occlusion, yes, as a 3D. Ooh, okay. So it came out very bronzy. Got some like Gucci detail in there. But look at that. Like that's
pretty good.
Pretty dang good for a 512 by 512.
Well, and you generated it in 1.5 seconds. You didn't have to draw it. You didn't.
Yeah. Let's like make 9 here because that was extremely fast. Like if you'd only know if you like generate a lot of stuff in here. Bump up those steps. 35. Lower raise the denoising a little bit. Got some steampunk. Okay. It's getting okay.
Oh, those are cool. Oh my gosh.
Right. I'd wear these. I'd 100% wear these.
This look really cool.
Yeah.
So explain to people. So that Nike symbol. I mean,
it's gone.
It's gone because the depth map doesn't transition that data. It's not pulling that Nike symbol.
It kind of is. Like just barely.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but not enough that it's coming out in the finished version.
Oh, I like that one with the two-tone. That one looks good.
Yeah, but I feel like it could be getting a little more creative. So let's try lowering the denoising a little bit, actually. And we will, we'll keep the weight 1.
Well, that's just going to match your depth field better.
So crisp. Look at that.
That is nice. Maybe raise your. What's our favorite here? I like the last one, bottom right. That just looks like
clean.
A legit shoe. Yeah, it's
clean.
Shiny and that's really cool. Bottom right, Pixel Pirate says the same thing.
I'm kind of liking this third one. This like Celtic kind of pattern on it. But let's give this another. So we've lowered the denoising and popped up the CFG just a tad. Let's see how much of a difference it is, because it's staying like very to it. I want to get more of the craziness in here, some more of the wildness. The nice thing is there's the logo, right? We've got the control net, so it is going to stay to the control net, and we can like lower the denoising and make it get, more creative, or raise the denoising, make it more creative. So when we lower the denoising, we get the logo in there, right? Because it's sticking more to the original.
Mm-hmm.
So we want more creative. Got to
go.
Which
preprocessor did you use?
Zo depth.
Oh, we're still using Zo depth. Interesting. Okay.
Yep. Just normal.
And we're getting that logo. I'm surprised.
Oh, it turned into an Adidas. It looks like there. That's funny.
Let's see. Somebody just emailed us that you're already logged in. I'm having some voice problems here. Sorry. Yeah, if you're already logged in, just go ahead and start a server and grab this image from our chat. It's up at the top. We're doing a little jam session. If anyone diffuses something really fun, just throw it in the chat. Let's see what you're doing. I think I'm actually gonna do the same thing because I actually have an idea I want to play with. But we're all gonna stay in depth right now, so don't switch your preprocessor.
He's talking about being logged in because I thought I couldn't find his email to add balance to. That's all he's saying.
Sorry.
But I found him.
Got it. Okay.
I do want to try this embedding. I'm sorry. If you're logging in, that's great. I want to make sure I've got this embedding working. Let's see.
What's your main model you're using? Just standard
Crystal
SD?
clear.
Crystal clear. I love crystal clear. Hey, shout out to War Anakin. We want to give him shout outs all the time. Yeah, crystal clear is such a good model.
I don't have glitch on here. Well, let's change it up a little bit. I want to try something weird because when you're using these embeddings, like one of the things about these embeddings is they're so like powerful but also wild that it can just like look and make everything look like kind of strange. But with the control net, you get so much more control over getting things to look right. So for example, maybe we can use Sparkling's favorite here, Elegant Flower, and just see what the glitch one I didn't have loaded. I forgot about that. And we'll see what we got with some flower patterns.
Depth Zo, huh? Where is that?
Like notice, even though there's like a new embedding loaded with like, normally this would put flowers everywhere, right? But because we have the control net, it's just staying right to it. And we've got a highly detailed control net with Zo. So it's making just like the perfect shoe without like flowers growing out of it. But now we have like this much more exotic kind of styling coming through. These are like the Midas shoes. Sorry guys, I'm starting a gold shoe line. I'm leaving. We're gonna just do gold shoes all day.
No.
Midas shoes.
Hey,
you know, there's other things.
Can I stop you for a second? How did you get that preprocessor image to show down there?
Yeah, it's this explosion.
It's the fire button thing.
Yeah, it's kind of hidden. I don't like. I know. I always would like press this and it would turn on the webcam, which is kind of funny.
Yeah, I don't think that works on our platform. I was playing with that the other day, but it does not work.
Yeah.
So you hit the fire thing, and then shouldn't you have? I'm trying. I guess I'm. Yeah, it's not working for me. What did I do wrong?
You loaded it up. Did you enable it?
Yep, enabled. So go ahead and hit. Follow the instructions, or like start from the beginning here for everyone who's like me. Slow.
Sure. Well, I'm going to enable a second control net, so we'll give it a go. So hit enable. I'm going to use, I think like color or something. I'm going to try like a very different one. So I'll use segmentation, something like that. Segmentation. There's a few segmentation modes on here.
All right, I know my problem. Make sure that you're loading the correct version. I loaded up a 2.1 model, and
yeah, then you'd have to use
going to work.
2.1 control nets. Yeah. Yep. All good. So I'm just going to try one of these and then go into, I think just like an old image that I did and see what happens. So I'm just going to load this like weird coral. Why not? That came out of like when I was first trying Deforum, it was making just like a whole bunch of images. Depth is great. I can't wait to like get it into Deforum or something. And we'll go color. Oh, that's a 2.1 model. We don't want that. Color. Oh, we don't have color for 1.5.
All right, just log it and I can get that in there. Yeah, I probably missed a few. I had to do hundreds of downloads yesterday to get these.
So we'll just do
that's the T2i. Oh yeah, I had to take the T2i out because they were I got to work on that. They were such high they were just really big. So
Hmm.
I ran out of space on the box, so I gotta bump it up. So.
Yeah, the nice thing is like a lot of these were remade to be smaller, faster, more efficient. So here's the remade version, but with the color. So this is, oh, sorry, shuffle. So this is the shuffle remix. And you can see like instantly we're getting super weird results, which I love. You know, this is the shuffle shoe with the like weird coral.
Hey Ed, which model goes with the depth Zoe? Which model is that?
Just standard depth.
Standard depth? Okay.
Yeah, here it's on this one here, standard depth.
Show them real
So all you're
quick.
doing is changing the preprocessor, right?
Yeah, how did you get that preprocessor image to freeze like that? Allow preview? Is that what's making that work?
Yep, and you just hit this
Is
and
that
it
what
will
it is? So
load.
allow
It takes the
preview. I see. And then it just kind of freezes. See, I'm having problems. I wonder if anyone else is.
No, mine just did it the first time. Here, we'll take
Yeah.
a look at the shuffle actually, because it's kind of interesting. So if I go to Control Net 1, allow preview just automatically does it, but you can see here, I will download it.
And
This is the shuffled image, right?
Just kind of messes with it, yeah.
Really messes with it. So could run another one. See how it makes it different every time?
Yeah.
Now, there is another feature here that I will mention, which is batch. So I haven't played too much with this, but this batch, what it will do is batch your control nets. So all your control nets, you can have multiple images and remix it multiple times and it will make multiple images, which is huge. I think that's absolutely massive because now, you know, if I wanted to on my storage, actually, let's just try
Well,
it.
yeah, it
Let's
increases the ability for you to take one shoe and or sorry, to take 20 pictures of 20 shoes and create 40 variations per shoe, giving you a factor of 20 times 40 images. So you could run that, go take a nap and come back and you'll have a bunch of creative, you get it. That's the purpose of that, which is very, very cool.
Yeah, so let's give it a go. We're going to try it out here and see what happens. So we're on batch mode for this one. And let's just do quantity 1. Give it a go. See how many we get. Oh, yeah. It's remixing the photos from the directory. Yep, there's the sunshine. So this is like, you could just get like hundreds of shoes this way. Like there's a desert. You know, this is a directory I used to train an embedding. Whoops, naked lady, ignore that. So like, there's all kinds of weird stuff in here, right? But it allows the, damn it, naked lady, you're not supposed to be in there. Anyways, this is the thing with Stable Diffusion. Yeah, it allows you to just like make so many different versions of something. I do this with art. So I have a mural at home, which is like a digital painting thing. You can like put your NFTs in it and stuff, connect your wallet. It's pretty cool. But what I've been doing is I will just hit generate, make like 100 images with control nets in batch, and then just put them on my screen. And I've got like hundreds of generative art pieces that I created. And it's amazing. It's just like super powerful. This whole workflow is insanely powerful. ControlNet 1.1 is a small update, it feels like, but it's huge in the sense that it gives you so many more tools at such a higher quality level. Doing things like tile, we'll do that next. We'll tile one of these, make them large, maybe pick one of these that we like and make it large. But it's just incredible what you can make with all these new control nets. And we're going to keep refining this and adding things in, like, you know, the media pipe face, we need to add a model in. If there's stuff you see that's missing, we can put it in there. Note that this does use like a limited storage drive. So we're gonna see what we can fit on there. And it might mean, you know, eventually we have to take some things off or move some things around. But yeah, we're super excited about this because it's going to open up so much for everybody. And people are just going to be able to make amazing, amazing things. You know, I hope the guy who we'll have to find the guy who did the who had the request about the shoes. They were like a photographer, and they were like, "I'm trying to make these shoes. Yeah, this will blow their mind." All right, let's take a look
Did
here.
you see the
Starting here.
pixel perfect setting?
Yep.
Do you realize that it takes away your processor resolution? And that's crazy because that means that you can match that's insane. You can match your processor resolution to the source image now perfectly, whereas before you had to like guess, and it's a janky slider, but now it's just this automated. So that'll work really well with Canny, especially when you're doing high res stuff.
Yeah.
I just wanted to point that out. That's
Mhm.
probably going to be very powerful. So
Oh yeah.
continue.
Look at these
Very cool.
shoes. And I love these. Like, this product shot is just awesome.
Wow. Yeah.
I was at
Wow.
a shoe store yesterday, and I was just like looking at it. It was like all these crazy shoes. There's a little problem here, you see, you got like one button off, but overall, like, I just love the look of that. Some of these are really, really wild. Some of them are not so great, but that's why you just jam a bunch in there and get a bunch of results. I love just the framing of this shot in particular. It's just like how the patterns came out on the floor. Yeah, it's really, really wild. Oh, and that might have something to do with this. Nope, custom tailored. I don't know. We didn't put an intricate in there, but yeah, super fun. So the elegant flower thing is an embedding that I put on there, right? Just keep that in mind. That's where a little bit of this like intricate stuff is coming from, and I highly encourage you to throw multiple embeddings on things, because I just love embeddings, and you can put tons on there.
We should warn everybody that embeddings and uploading, unfortunately, is only available in Creators Club at the moment. We're working on possibly making a change on that, but yeah, just keep that in mind.
Yep. We've been like slowly bringing some of the Creators Club stuff in to help people out. So just know that it's not like this totally exclusive club. The Creators Club really support us, and we are grateful to them. And we always try to do as much as we can for those guys, but we don't want to forget about just like everyone using the platform. That's why we enabled uploads for like batch image damage. So this kind of stuff you can just do with the standard account now.
Right.
So I'm going to save this shoe, and let's upscale this. We're like, I like this one. Come down here. Now the batch, I have to turn this one off because I'm going to be doing an upscale on here, and I'm going to turn this one off. I'm going to leave these control nets active and just use this one. So enable.
So yeah, kind of walk over that a little bit. So is what you're kind of doing is saving your workflow with unit 0 and unit 1.
Yeah.
We can bump this up to 5 now that they load way faster. The memory is much more efficient. I think we could fit 5 in there. Do you think that would be worth looking into? Or is that too many?
You have to keep in mind that every time you add one, it can like add processing time and also add RAM, but VRAM. But yeah, I think like having another, maybe just like 1 or 2 more would be great.
Well, the good news is if you are in Creators Club, you can change that. So you can bump it up to 5 if you want, and then let us know if that's working, or if it's not. That would be helpful for us.
Yeah.
So you're going to try upscaling this then? Is that the plan?
Yeah. So let's do this. So this is a little bit of a different technique. So first you go to Tile, Resample. Okay. And now you go down to Tile here as well. And we're just going to do balance. We're going to keep these all the same. Here's the trick. You go to Script, and then you add the Ultimate SD Upscale. So if you're familiar, this already did the tiling before. The difference is we're going to use this resampling method through the tile control net processor. So we'll go 4 times ultra sharp, linear, 512. This we can all keep. Seams fix, I do like to use these. Some people don't, but I like them. Okay, so let's just wait. I almost forgot the most important thing.
Yeah, if anyone's following along and you need us to pause, just throw it in the chat here.
Yeah.
and we can wait for you. I want people to follow along because that's how people are going to learn. I like, you know, if we're able to answer questions live, that would be nice. But then again, this is going to be recorded. You can take your server time we've allotted to you and head over when this gets posted, and you can start playing, you know, immediately. So, but yeah, if you need some time, let us know. If not, we'll just continue to roll right along.
Awesome. Okay.
Sorry, I keep interrupting you.
No problem. No problem. It's all part of the collaborative thing we're doing here. Very exciting. So scale from image size is what we want to do. Scale 2. So that'll take it up to 1024 by 1024. And let's just give it a go. See what we get here. We are on a large box at the moment. So let's see how it handles this. The nice thing about this technique is because it's tiling, you can do this.
Details too.
Oh, I put the denoising way too high.
That
Just
was
like
kind of looking cool,
the
though.
cucumber situation. Yeah, it'll look cool. It'll look cool.
Oh, the cucumber situation.
Wait till people see the video on that. It's gonna be so funny. Oh, too funny, too funny. Maybe we'll do. You know what? I do kind of like this. So this is an interesting thing that you can do is because it's tiling, it's able to add more detail in. So we actually can see.
I was gonna say, adding that denoising up is gonna add much more detail. When you take the denoising down, you lose detail, but that's why you're doing the high res upscaling. So you might, wow, okay, that's kind of cool.
You can see the seam here. So this is the seam.
Oh, you can see the seam.
Notice it loses a bit of the quality. Like there is this like big seam, and you see the laces are like kind of brown and purple.
Couldn't you take that and like send it back through a canny and like just smooth that out? You probably could.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. There's lots you can do here. I mean, you could multiple control net this and different things. So I'm just going to try a different. I'm going to use I like the bandpass one. So I'm going to use the bandpass and lower the denoising a little bit maybe. And let's try it again with this lower denoising up here. So you can really run low denoising on this and get good results. Just keep in mind, the higher the denoising is, the greater the level of detail you'll get. But notice, like we had a smooth shoe before and it added this texture in. So it might as well have been a completely different shoe, right? Like we lost a lot of this like subtleness of this. Here it's coming back again. So let's take a look. Okay. Smoothed out a little bit. Now you notice like it's still there, the seam, but it's not that bad, right? And
it's
like
unnoticeable. It's only noticeable because you're like comparing it, I think.
But I do like the idea of having let's do pixel perfect and try that out. I don't know, you know, maybe we can do that, and maybe we scale it up.
Go to like 3 or 4. Yeah, that'll be a 2K image.
Let's see what happens. You know, we've got all the power of the large GPU. Oh, by the way, in my tests with this, like I know, you know, you've probably heard our like large GPU is 24 gig, and you know, I run a 3090 locally and it's 24 gig. I will tell you that RunDiffusion is often faster. So these are just not normal cards. Like they're data center cards. These are meant for massive processes. They're not meant for playing like, you know, the latest games. They're meant for really doing like data center type activities. So they're meant for this like large batch processes and different things like that. Like they really excel in those types of activities.
And not only that, but we don't virtualize our installation. And now what that means is we're not running the software back behind like a virtualized proxy layer. If you want to get technical, it's called Docker. We don't do that. And that enables us to run this on bare metal, which means it's about 10% faster, sometimes 15, 20% in some cases, when you compare data center card to data center card. We're not trying to be the fastest. We're not trying to be the best. That's just kind of like a consequence of the architecture that we've chosen. It does come with, you know, some little bugs because we don't have a perfect environment to run this in. We have to kind of go and patch things. So keep that in mind. But yeah, not only is it going to be faster, it's going to be faster than local installs usually, and it's going to be faster than our competition. I mean, Midjourney takes. I mean, it's high quality. Don't get me wrong, but it takes like a minute and a half just to get 4 images. Yeah, as you can see, you can do that much faster on our platform here. But again, we're not trying to compete with. We have a special offering here. In fact, you can use multiple tools at the same time. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah. Lucky's asking who we use. Yeah, we don't really want to disclose it because
it's a private provider.
GPUs are a like special resource right now that everyone's trying to scramble to grab as many as they can. But you know, it's not vast. It's not RunPod. Yeah. We've got a really good relationship with the guys, and
well, we're actually talking with RunPod. We're trying to formulate some type of a partnership with them because they've even recognized that we're not the same. They understand what we're doing here, and they want to open up some of their GPU power. So we're looking at possibly even making that a possibility. So we're all trying. Yeah, everyone's trying to work together here, and there's really no need to get competitive. We're just trying to have a fun offering, and that's our goal. Can I peel off? I need to run. I have a previous.
No, I think we're going to wrap up pretty soon.
I think we could.
I'll hang out for another half hour, answer questions, and just
that's a great idea. And then go take your server time, everybody. Start playing in, and if you run into any wants, desires, if we're missing a model, just put it in. Where should they log this? Revolved.
Oh, we got, how do I join this activity? Everyone join in on Discord here. We will post the recording on Discord. Come on over to the Discord where we post these live streams. We join in every week on Saturday to do these live streams. And in there, post in the showcase, put your shoes in there so that everyone can see kind of what you created. And yeah, it's exciting to just be able to quickly put together these product design ideas, or just make your favorite shoe. I think it's awesome. I'm going to try this. So I'm going to do an in paint because I haven't tried this yet. I haven't done an in paint with a shoe like this. Let's see.
All right, I'm gonna pill out here, guys. Thanks everybody,
and thanks for your hard work, guys. Getting this image out for us,
it was a fun morning. It's awesome. It looks like it's working pretty well, so I'm really happy. I was kind of expecting bugs and stuff. BBAAXX. I'm gonna look at that upscaler. What is this one? You want all of those? Is that like a big repository full of just tons of upscalers? Looks like yeah. I tell you what, do me a favor, if you wouldn't mind. Add up all of those megabytes. Add them all up and let me know how much that's going to be. I'm trying to formulate how big the next image needs to be. And it gets very expensive just to, send it to 200 gigs and then have all this left over that we're not using. It ends up adding up quite a bit on our charges, and so I want to try and optimize that. So just some under 5 gigs, but just a few. Tell you what, send me an email of all the ones that you want to see in there. If there's some that you don't care about, some that are junk, send an email of all the ones that you'd like to see. It's actually pretty easy to add, so I can throw that in. I don't want to overwhelm people, so it's not a good idea to have 40 to choose from because it gets a little, overwhelming. So maybe pick 5 or 10 that you think are the best and why, so we can create some documentation around it. Maybe we can have Pixel Pirate help us get that documentation done. We also have another awesome person in the community, Night Golfer, who I haven't seen in a while. He's been busy, but he's helping us with some documentation. I can put them on it to help us start describing what some of these upscalers do and why they're fun and important. How do you choose this chime? Hold on. How do you choose the chime session start and ending sounds? It's before you launch. You can turn them on or off. Yeah, that's like Pavlov's dog. When I hear that chime, I just get like really excited. It's ready. I'm ready to jump in, but you can turn it off if you don't like those sounds. I will warn you though, if you let a box expire, it just shuts you down. That chime, I mean, you do get a pop-up, but that chime's important to warn you about something, about ready to shut down. So we suggest keeping them on, but hey, we understand if they're annoying. Okay, thanks everybody. We love what we're doing here. How do you? Oh, create. Oh, yeah. I mean, I think we just went through dozens of sounds and we landed on that one, but that's a funny question. No one's ever asked that before. But okay, we love you guys. Thanks everyone for supporting us and being here.
And I'll be kicking around for a minute here.
Okay,
So,
yep.
just gonna let these guys go get
Revolve's
their
gonna
Mother's
hang
Day going. So.
All right.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day, everyone. Take care.
Yeah. Cheers. Bye. All right. So I did an in paint here and just realized I was like rushing through it while they were chatting. So and I accidentally had tile resample on when I did this. So probably not what we want. I'm going to cancel this. And looks like I'm just going to redo this image here so we can get back to where, no, not that one. This one. Okay. So with the in paint model, what you do is this is off, in paint there. I've got depth map. Okay. So I'm keeping that one on. Now I'm using the in paint model and you choose in paint global harmonious and this in paint here. And then you in paint on your model. We have the canvas zoom, right? So that's still enabled. So you can actually just lower this down a little bit. And let's just in paint over this. So we're just going to in paint this part of the shoe. Doesn't have to be exact, but it's nice. It's nice to be able to zoom in and get this extra level of control. Okay. And then hit R. And if you right click, you'll notice you get all the controls here for this. So if you're wondering what the controls are for canvas zoom, just right click. Okay. So we've got our in paint, and in the in paint, we need to load an image. I'm going to choose this like strange mandala pic. So this was a large batch I did of different images. Again, it's wonderful to just be able to use batch, use some control nets, use some things, and just create like wide varieties of stuff that you can use as textures, you can use in your control nets. And let's raise the batch to 9 again. And in paint is masked. Just resize, doing the whole picture because it's a 512 by 512. And let's give it a go and see what we get. All right. And yeah, anyone, show us your shoes. If you got some good shoes in there, we want to see them. Oh, got my screen there. I'm just trying to find StreamYard. There we go. All right. Lost Kongs is joining us from the YouTube. Oh yeah, that was a while ago, Lucky. Awesome. Glad you liked it. That was super fun to do those hybrid videos, and we've got a lot more coming in that. Well, we did another stream actually recently, which I still need to post the recording of in Discord, but it's on our YouTube channel. So subscribe if you haven't seen us already here. But if you go to live streams here, you'll see the previous one where we went through like some deforum stuff. So all the live streams are just posted here immediately and you can check them out afterwards. We will definitely do one with the new control net. Like imagine in painting this stuff. I don't know if this is working. Imagine how crazy it's going to be. It's going to be fun. Oh, I did crop and resize. Maybe that's why. Haven't played too much with the in paint mode, but looking forward to it. And loopback. I know I haven't done much with that either. So loopback will automatically send generated images back to the control net, which is pretty wild. Oh, for frick's sake, I have the script on. Oh my goodness. All right, trying it again. I was out late on a Friday, so bear with me. Yeah, it was tiling over everything. It's kind of funny. All right, here we go. Yeah, not quite what we're looking for. Oh, the denoising is super low. Oh my gosh. What am I doing over here? The pilot's asleep at the wheel. Okay. Is it gonna work? Oh, wait. Oh, that maybe the image didn't load properly on the depth map. This is not looking right. Kinda. I mean, it's not looking great, but it's better. If you've tried in painting with ControlNet before, yeah, if you've tried in painting, you'll notice that it is really hard to get it perfect because the control net will take a certain part of the image. So it's like impossible to do that. But from what I've seen, it's not that bad. This in paint mode should help fix that. So I actually have some more work to do, I guess, on the in paint to figure it out. Apologies about that. But you know, I think there's a lot of power in that. You did apply the image to it. Maybe that's got some depth map in there. So let's try just putting this back in image to image mode and generating a few. Cool vehicle. Yeah, we can do that. So question, you know, again, we're not competing with Midjourney. We don't have a fast mode and a relaxed mode. What we do have is our standard shared servers. And then also we have Creators Club, which gives you a lot more power to load your own custom models, do your own custom things. So that's the difference, is we don't have the difference in fast and slow. You always get the fastest speed depending on what server you pay for. There's 3 speeds: small, medium, large. But yeah. Could you quickly show how to access the community models for CC members? Yeah, so the community models, if you just go to the docs here and go, oh, and you can also just click this button, the book, and it will load this page. Definitely click the book. And then here's our model list. So this is all the models from the shared servers. And then if you want to load them, you know, like let's say I wanted to load Abyss Orange, you just click the link and right click here and then use ARIA 2C, which is in the Creators Club docs. If you go down here, this shows you your paths, some common errors, but then custom model upload and download. So when you download a model to Creators Club storage, it is ultra fast because it's going directly from their servers to ours. So you can also, in the ARIA 2C method, you can use like 8 simultaneous connections to just download that like 2 gig file in seconds, and then you're able to use it and away you go. I do kind of want to try to change models here. We'll just queue it up while it's generating. So this will change the model in the RAM once the generation is done. Cool vehicle. Kind of vapor wavy. Ooh. There are some neat ones in here though. Like I love this kind of vibe. Yeah, but if we wanted to get it a little creative, we could take it out of the control net a little bit, maybe lower the weight. Changing the step is huge. Like changing the step makes a really big difference. And it will change how this generation goes. I think we're using Luna now. Yeah, I like the pastel metallic. It's very cool. Now we're talking. We got a little bow on there. These are like a little, ooh, like that. Yes, I'd totally wear those. That's cool. A little deep fried, I think, from this elegant flower. And CFG 7. 5, denoising strength a little higher. All right, last shoe. Lucky, hopefully that answered your question. All right, cool vehicle. What kind of vehicle am I making, Level? Am I making a Zeppelin? Retro, futuristic, aether, punk. Can't see what I'm looking at. Oh my gosh. No, it's sharing, isn't it? You see the shoe? Yes. Shoe. Shoe wee woo woo. Retro futuristic, aether punk, airship. Let's see, goth, no, what? Gargantuan. Zeppelin. So Lucky, that's regarding Invoke. We have Invoke as well as Automatic 1111. They're different platforms that pull to storage from different ways. We will hopefully get that, what you're talking about for Creators Club. At the moment, that's the only option, but we're looking at like different ways that we can approach storage. For us, we have so many priorities. Like I cannot tell you how many things, how many irons we have in the fire right now. There's so much stuff we're working on. We just put this 1.1 thing out as a like almost like a hack. We wanted to get it out to you so fast because there's so much capability in this that we don't want you to miss out on it. You know what this needs is some crepuscular rays. Pastel clouds, small village in distance. Aerial view and fantasy illustration. I kind of want to add a style here. So let's see. Here we go. This is, I put this in the prompt thing here. Kind of like in that style. Maybe this style. Albrecht, no. Let's see. John Blanche, maybe? What do you think? What style should we put in here a little bit? I want something like detailed and digital and fantasy. It's kind of nice. There's a lot of fun ones. It's fun to like remix things in multiple ways with like different styles as well. All right. So let's do this tribute to, whoops, you can just go here, copy to clipboard. And let's throw one more in. Over here. I do kind of want this like comic booky style. Joe Jusko. I like the like artist education I get from using this. I'm like, I've never heard of these people, but their art is extremely cool. Okay, we don't want a shoe, clearly. So let's actually take this, put it in text to image, and give it blurry as a negative. And then we're going to control net it. So we're going to try some fun stuff here. Let's do a batch because I love batches. Batch mount / private. If you are a new user and you want to do a batch, click the book, go to the top in our documentation, and down here you'll see this image to image batch processing with ControlNet, and this will explain how to do that. The public accounts are shared storage servers, so you use this method, and Creators Club has this method. So just FYI, if you're trying to follow along, take a look at that. So we want it to be completely creative. What ones do we have here? You could do like segmentation. Let's just do a shuffle. Let's just like shuffle a batch of the darkroom again. Those are cool. Shuffle. And we'll lower the end step a little bit so it stops using it a little faster and gives it more time to like make the details to be along the lines of our prompt. And we'll just say my prompt is more important than this because in this case, we're just adding it as a little batch flavor, right? And we got to change this. Whoa, okay, settle down there. We'll do 2 batches and enable. CFG7, 512 by 512. Actually, let's make it a little wider. Maybe like 640. And yeah, I'm pumped on this. Let's check them out and then iterate from there. Let's go. What do we got here? Yeah, nice. Cool little workflow from BBAX. Take a look. Awesome. Awesome. Love the weighting there. Super cool. Mayan Aztec runes. You're using embedding there. I'm not sure if this will work, but it must be like some, I'm actually not familiar with that method of prompting. That's kind of cool. So you've got this awesome image. Love it. And using the segmentation, I believe, which is cool. I'd love to use some more of that. And yeah, segmentation. Yep. Awesome. Looks great. I would say try the Zo depth for the depth model because it'll give you a little bit better clarity than this, I think. Although this is pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty similar. Awesome. That looks great. And let's see what the end result is. Boom. Yes. I love the little columns here and lighting. That's really nice. Very cool. Awesome. Thank you so much for sharing that. It's really, really awesome to see what people are working on. So love it. Okay, we're getting some weird stuff here. We're getting some really weird stuff here. I'm excited. I'm excited. There's something so fun about just like jamming like a big pack of art stuff that you use for like a training thing and just like running a prompt through it with ControlNet. It feels like opening like a pack of cards, you know, like magic cards or sports cards or whatever back in the day. You're like, did I get a rare? You know, like going through it like, oh, did I get a legendary card in here? Like, did I get a legendary image that I'm going to upscale and like do some incredible things with? It's like a little bit of the gambling kind of vibe. It's like, did you get the pack? The dopamine rush. Okay. When do you use 1.5 and when do you use 2.1? I've been using 1.5 since a lot of the custom models seem to be based on 1.5. Yes. Great question, Lucky. So here's my personal opinion on it. Lots of people have different opinions. Some people just say 1.5 is better. Other people are like 2.1 is better. Here's my personal thoughts. 2.1 was rushed out and much to the chagrin of EMAD, who's from Stability and rolled out 2.1, people say it is slightly undertrained. Now, what that means is it's not like you get bad images out of it. The images are really clean and smooth and nice, but it doesn't have the flexibility that 1.5 has because it hasn't been trained on as many varieties. So it's been trained on some like clear lines of things, like clear subjects and stuff. But for example, if you look at like sculptures in 1.5, you get really beautiful sculptures. In 2.1, that data set is just missing. So the variety is not really in there. And that's what's going on with SDXL right now is they took that feedback of people saying like, hey, this kind of sucked that you rolled this out. And it was like an amazing high quality model, but it just didn't have like certain things in it. And so they're trying to get as much as they can in it right now. So what I will say is if you need a high resolution model, definitely do 2.1 unless you want to really take advantage of that like flexibility in 1.5. I've been leaning more towards 1.5 lately as I've been trying to like really bend as much out of it. And with 2.1, you can get like some amazing faces and portraits, but just keep in mind that there's like a certain well-worn paths that you want to stay in. If you try to go off the beaten path too much, like with the stuff with ControlNet and so on, if you're doing ControlNet, I just stick with 1.5. The 2.1 models are okay, but because 2.1 is a bit more rigid, it doesn't quite flow as well, in my opinion. All right. Hopefully that answers your question fully. Yeah. Training, again, just keep in mind, I've trained on 2.1 and 1.5, and I will say that like the training piece of it, it's again, flexibility versus quality. Okay, Randy had a question, just attempted to do a textual inversion training, but notice I don't have the textual inversion file in my local directory. Just trained for 2 hours. Randy, first of all, you have to be in the you don't have to be in the Creators Club actually. But you may need to log in with a different login. So there's a web UI login, could be there. That's a good question. I would open a ticket and we can help you answer that textual inversion question. It's just a trickier one to answer while I'm on a live stream here and I want to like go over it with you one-on-one. Yeah, awesome. It might be in the embeddings folder, Randy. If you're in the Creators Club, just check your embeddings folder, check your auto folder. It's just, I don't know offhand where it lands, but if you've trained it, it should be in there. But it might not be where you expect. Sorry about that. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, I'm liking this one. Good vibes. I like this creator, Proxima, who made the Luna diffusion model. I paid like $5 for this model or something like that just to support them. I'm in their monthly group and they do some really cool LoRa's, but they just have like a neat kind of style. So they're not like a partner of us or anything like that, but I just really like their work. So I like to show it off here because it just does some really awesome things. This is cool. It almost looks like a Star Trek hybrid. I love the like little buildings in the background. Crepuscular rays doing. Ooh, yeah, this is like a luxury liner. Again, this is coming from the batch, right? So there's a more like warm orange photo, and so it reinterprets that and makes this. Hey, B-Backs, thanks. Glad to have you with us. I'm happy to show off these things, and we learn from you guys too. So awesome. I'd love to hear about that weird prompt style you're using with the like slashes and so on. Like I know that there's a lot of techniques in there. This is very Zeppelin. I love the like big egg. It looks kind of crazy. I love it. Whoa! This is like it looks like they put a jet turbine on a planet. Like just like the whole planet is a ship. And you just like fires off. This is awesome. Okay, yeah. I don't know what's going on here. Did it crash in there? Is it like landed in there? Very interesting little mountain base thing maybe. I like the those columnless clouds or whatever those are. Those are cool. Massive. This is like huge landed ship, like a giant colony ship. These are incredible. Okay, the perspective's kind of off on this one. I'm not really vibing with it, but I love the background and like everything. Whoa. Yeah, what's interesting about these is I think it's like really using the segmentation. What did we use for this? The shuffle. So it's using a lot of the shuffle to make this. So it's kind of random how it comes out, right? And you can see here you're getting like lots of mixing of the background and the foreground kind of thing. But I think this is awesome. Yeah, these like this makes like 14-year-old me very happy, you know? Like I loved this stuff when I was a kid. Very cool liner. Oh, look at that ship. Yes. That's so cool. Solar punk. Like I'm just like I'm getting good vibes from the ship, you know? It just looks like it's like an alien tech, right? Like that's what's so fun about this is you can like genuinely create alien things that like don't look like humans think UFOs or spaceships are supposed to look like, right? Like cuz it's randomly going through and like coming up with these incredible works. Love this. Like the three little people hanging out as this like massive ship leaves orbit. Okay, okay, another egg. This looks more like a building, I feel like. Is that it? Is that it? What happened here? Oh no. Did we lose it? I don't even know what I would change on there. Like I'd almost just want to run it again. Maybe we add another maybe like lower the control weight on this a little bit and add in another one. What would we add? I guess like a segmentation so we could get better controllability of the posing, quote unquote. So let's see if we do a segmentation and then do spaceship. I love Chris Voss. Like he's one of my favorite, most like influential dudes. Like look at this action. Yeah, Chris Voss. Voss vibes. So let's just get one where it's like a really good, like standard spaceship in space kind of vibe. And there's this classic pirate ship one. So maybe we take that and remix. Like we're not using the whole thing for this, but we're going to like lower this and just use the segmentation to create remixes of this. I'm really going to lower this and I'm going to like raise this too. So we're not using as much of it. And just resize. And in this case, we'll just keep it on balanced. Yeah, just like 0.6 on there. And let's see. Take this off. Pastel clouds on fantasy illustration. Yeah, let's try that again. Oh, awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, dynamic prompts. I do want to do a piece on dynamic prompts. This was posted by BBack. So dynamic prompts are loaded. I mostly use like the basic syntax. So they were using some advanced dynamic prompt syntax, which is awesome. But this will be really useful for these like batches. So that's a great idea to throw that stuff in there because yeah, there's so much potential in that. It is loaded by default. So if you want to see what we have, this is what I have in here, for example. I was testing some stuff out, so I didn't put on regional prompter, but these are the extensions on here for the moment. 3D pose editor, dynamic prompts right there. Oh, it looks like chorus is not live. Sorry about that, folks. That will need to be added. So we will get that added. No wonder someone's LoRa wasn't working. Oh, feel bad for them. But you can still access the old version. So don't worry about it. It'll be there. All right, let's see. Yeah. I don't know. I'm vibing with the 4 little tiny engines. So cool. Yes! Look at this ship. Oh, that's awesome. Okay, well, it's a little phallic, but also kind of weird. Love it. There we go. Oh, level, share what you've been making. Super cool. Big in the atmospheric effects here in this like old ship. Yeah. Oh man, that looks so cool. Very strange. Walking there in space. Yeah, we saw some of these, I think. Oh, these are new. Oh. Yep, yep. All right, we saw those. Cool. So spaceship from a watermelon is what Level Bevel was working on. Awesome. It was like a slice of watermelon. He made spaceships out of it. That's super cool. Love it. This is so good. We've got some very interesting stuff coming from this. I will probably just change the artists. Let's get something a little different. Okay, there we go. Let's replace Marcin. Some of those. And yeah, I'm digging this. You know, we could put some like 8K render in there. Why not? Did you have UHD in there earlier, B-backs? Something like that? That's a good one. See if we can learn from this prompt here. Intricate water reflections. Yeah, lowered it a little bit, the weighting of it, very nice. Oil painting, cool. Let's add an embedding. Love embeddings. I'm a huge fan of these textual inversions. 80s anime AI. I've got a lot of tests in here. I kind of want to use this like chemical bending one, but in order to do so, I always forget loading Civitai on the urge. There we go. Chemical. Yeah, honestly, I just do this when I'm searching on Civitai these days. Google's faster. Okay, so this one has a weird trigger word that I always forget. So we'll just pop that in there. Citrosolve. And, away we go. Close that. And let's just run it again and take a look at what we got. And this will be the last run. I'm going to get ready for Eurovision because I like to watch Eurovision. It's tons of fun. Yeah, vector art is amazing. Do you want to share some prompt or model stuff, Level? We'd love to see like kind of how you made that one. There is a vector art model that is 2.1 that is actually really good. I will say it is great. Oh, that's super easy. Spaceship, surreal, giant airship, retro. That's like a super easy prompt. Love it. Now, where were we? I think we were about here. Yep, these are the new ones. You got the like the Chris Foss like wing on there, just the style of the wing. Yep, cool. Cool. Oh man, love it when it's like docked like that. These are awesome. Whoa! I don't know why I'm really digging this one. It's got this like piece of like ruins of a cathedral that it's bringing with it. It's super cool. Yes. Digging it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, these get me so pumped. I just love this stuff. It's funny because what we're using for Chris Foss isn't like it's not like prompted. All we're doing is using the segmentation. So like, for example, if we look at it, like this is his image, right? But we're not image to imaging it. We're just using the segmentation of it. So if we pop open the preview, like that's all we're using. It's just like, I could do that in Paint, you know? Yeah, but we're not using any of it. It's just this, which is crazy, right? It's like super fun to mess with this stuff. But that's why if you look at this map, you're like, oh, these are kind of similar. It might be overlapping, but it's making for a really interesting result. So now that you've seen the segmentation map, like look at it. You see there's the city, there's the ship, right? Yeah, this is a great example. Look at that. Oh man, I love the like energy on that. And you can see the floating island city, right? It's like part of that segmentation map, making these different objects. So segmentation is really great at like doing this more like conceptual sort of stage for things. Again, we don't have it like heavily weighted or anything, so it's not like dominating things, but it's definitely having an effect, right? You see the mountains and like the little islands. Oh man, these are so cool. Infinite airships. Yeah, look at this one. Yeah, Canny's going to be a little tricky for that one level because it's going to be like sticking it to more of the watermelon, right? And you want it like if you're making a spaceship out of it, it needs to be more creative to get like this kind of weirdness and wildness. You could do like segmentation and I bet get some really crazy results out of the watermelon. Oh, I love the glowing. Yeah, this model has like lots of cool pastels and glowing stuff. Yeah, these are the new ones. Super fun. We got that new artist in there. So cool. And what's really wild is we can take one that we like of these. I dig that. Like this one, I dig it, but the detail kind of sucks, right? Like if you see it, the 512, it's really suffering. I love the clouds in the background. I love this island thing. And I love the like trailing, like it looks like a spaceship jellyfish. So if we take that one, save it, and go back here. Now we're going to turn off this, turn off this. Actually, I'll keep that. And then over here, there's our thing. Pixel perfect. And then we'll do the tile again. Tile resample. Tile. Script. Oh, I'm not an image to image. Image. Go. Rid of this. Tile resample. This in here. I could put the segmentation back in, but I'll just leave it for now. And gosh, I don't know how many images I've made. So many. Yeah. Maybe not even 300,000. Like I want to create a lot more than I have, but I've definitely created like tens of thousands. Okay. So I believe, we need to change the scale. Nope, that's good. 4, ultra sharp, linear. Okay, I think we're pretty good. So let's batch count 1. Let's give it a go. See what we get when we upscale it. Oh, there's also this, right, I have to do this. Add detail LoRa. This is really cool LoRa that I'm really interested in trying, just add detail LoRa. So if we go over here, oh, Civitai, why you do this? And we can just go here, right click this. Whoop, my bad. Right click, copy link address here. Auto, Laura, shell, aria to C -X8. Done. It's like instant. Love it. Okay, so now the thing is with Hugging Face is sometimes it doesn't correctly change the name. So we need add underscore detail safe tensors. So we go back over here, add underscore detail dot safe tensors. Need to rename it. There it is. Okay. So now if we go back here, go to our Laura, refresh, and compare. Let's see. Oh no, it's not loading because the like chorus thing isn't on there. Okay, okay. Well, we'll get that like chorus thing added in soon. But it's still on the old. If you want to use the other Laura, just use the old image. By which I mean you go here and this, and just use the 1.5. Then you'll be able to use your Lauras. We'll get it with ControlNet 1.1 soon. Eventually, we're going to get rid of this old image, but this is just an intermediary while we're getting things spun up. So keep in mind there will be some differences between the two platforms while we're getting things going. Let me just make sure I don't have any other questions on any other platforms. I'm probably going to wrap up after this. So we'll just go through this, see what we get. Some kind of weird UI stuff here, but hopefully we get a good tiled image. Let's see. A minute ago. 7.1 megabytes. This is the one. Okay. Oh, we got some cool alien text there. Awesome. Yeah, this is great. I do feel like it needs a little bit more love. Like I kind of want to run it with, oh, the denoising was 0.7. I kind of want to run it a bit more to like add in more detail, you know? Because it's like, it's almost following it a bit too closely because I really want to do these like engines. But in order to do that, I might like in Paint or do another run with the Laura to get that improved. Okay, well, I'm going to wrap up here. Last chance for questions. Anything I can help you with, let me know. We're really excited to see what you make with the ControlNet 1.1 platform. It's super fun. Just remember, Deforum and is currently the ControlNet's not working. Dream Booth, it'll be back, and you can still access them in the old image, which is available here. So yeah, definitely super fun hanging out with you guys as always. Hope you enjoy things, and we're gonna keep delivering new stuff. Like I said, we got a full-time employee here, which is great. It enables us to create so much more and bring so much more to you all. So we're really, really happy to just have an honor of like making cool art tools for people. Like this is something that I've always wanted to do. I love creating art. I love like supporting people to create art. And in my life, that's super important. So to be able to stand here before you today and say like, hey, this is how you make 500 of the most awesome wild spaceships you've ever seen is super exciting for me. And it's just so great to be able to show people cool things and see what they make. The things people have been making in Deforum, like level bevels, making incredible stuff in Deforum. There's so many amazing creators there. There's people training models. There's people making images. So just know, like, don't be shy. We want to see your art, and it's not a critical space. Like, we're not here to judge anyone else on the merits of their art. We really want to like cultivate a warm, accepting community so people can feel good sharing what they are and asking for help. And like, that's the space we want to create for people to have like just good, warm vibes when you come here. Because yeah, like, I think it's really cool software, but it's really freaking hard to figure out, and there's a steep learning curve. So the best way that we can do this is to help each other out, learn new things. Man, I learned some new stuff today. So awesome. Thanks so much, everyone. Yeah, so many people are getting to unleash their inner creative, Delaro. That's so true. Like, people who can't say to themselves, I can't draw. Now you can. And I was one of those kids. Like, I loved to draw, but I would just like make scribbles of like giant, battles and games and stuff like that. But I wouldn't like, I'd always feel like kind of depressed comparing myself to others and never felt like comfortable about it. Now it's like I can make amazing stuff and then use that to fuel other creative areas in my life. Make a board game, make hoodies and shirts, uh, make video art. There's just like, you're so empowered by these tools now. So go out there, have a happy Mother's Day, everyone. Enjoy. And we will see you next week for another exciting Community Day stream. And yeah, show us what you make. Thanks, everyone.